Let me reiterate without ambiguity. The line must be clear, and any officer who crosses it will face disciplinary consequences.
Happens. This is impunity versus impunity, because if you look at it objectively, both sides, and as reflected by the tweets or the X post you read out, are, they come under questioning.
All this someone at the talk, I don't understand them. My body they boy. So you want try to tell me say we cannot push that soldier? Eh? Wike. So you want to tell me now that you could not do anything other than to make a call? So
all right, so Wike talk say Navy na fool. The Navy say it no be fool. But if you check them actually, that Navy is a fool.
You know better that foul language are not allowed in public places. And when you insult an officer of the Federal Republic of Nigeria, you are equally insulting Nigeria. What Wike did right there is to call Nigeria a fool, because it was calling the uniform a fool.
Hello everybody, welcome back to Plan B TV News Gist and Blog. I never thought I would do part 2 or neither part 3 about this Nessie Wike versus Lieutenant Iyerima. Now, while I was still trying to work on the sad stories regarding to that particular video of VDM, and I was still working on the genocide about the Christian, yet another video about Nessie Wike's office, then I started digging more until I came across other several videos. I'm going to talk about it, but this particular video, I'm going to split it into two. One is funny and another is a really issues at hand. Now, the good news is that the IG of police make it clear. Either you are a police or whosoever as a security personnel assigned to a special person, you are not to follow that person to go and drag land or to go and enforce any law on land. Your duty is to protect this person and not to follow them to land and go and grab land. I say, Oga, not using direct talk. Tell and say, no, the following next we can go to grab people land. And I want you guys to listen to what he said.
Let me reiterate without ambiguity. The Nigerian police force is not and will never become an enforcer for private interests. Officers have no business escorting parties for land recovery, disrupting legally existing occupations, or meddling in civil claims without a demonstrable criminal element. Every such incident erodes the neutrality of the force and opens us up to disrepute. The line must be clear, and any officer who crosses it will face disciplinary consequences.
Now, it is done on Nessie Wike that he is alone on this. So that federal might that they have been using to oppress people, suppressing and oppressing people, now they have dealt with him for even at least pointing wrong finger towards the former ex-chief of naval staff, my guy. Anyway, Miss P also came out, that woman, when VDM they call Methuselah. She came out and she decided to say this. For me, I believe that what she said in this particular video served well for Nessie Wike, and I want you guys to watch it.
all this someone at the talk, I don't understand them. My body they boy. So you want try to tell me say we cannot push that soldier? Eh? Wike. So you want to tell me now that you could not do anything other than to make a call? So for the first time, you knew how it felt now to be intimidated, to be harassed. As they harass people, they go up and down, they collect their land. Even that women, when you take their green land, that be waiting there, they call them. They've been begging and crying for months. If not, then just now you for shout give them. I remember when you went to Ulugbe, you met some developers there. They were trying to talk to you. Hey, are you talking to me like that? I know how I came down. I did my work. I did this one. I did that one. You talk to them as if they were fools. These are citizens. When are their tax money? Their money now you take the buga. You go meeting, you go carry your pikin. They go talk, you go say you they teach them work. Nigerian politics now don't be boy. Where if you work finish, they go settle you. When I go to do like this. So a rich soldier there now na prick squeeze. We can they find who to call for help. Now the police waited there when they see protesters, canisters go they fly, tear gas, gun go they shoot. When I not shoot so there, who damn? When I for push soldier now. Next time when we they protest, I go carry soldier follow body. So that's when I near me they wipe it. They go wipe it and what's not good. We can see what's the person. We can see small soldier prick squeeze. Enough he push him. Enough he do anything. Police coordinates. I don't see una cure. I don't see what una they fear. Small boy puts you for your toes. You dey make call. You dey call for help. You dey call Calvary. But if you want us to PDP governors, you go address them as if all of them now your ass boys. Anything they do without you is not a void. If you want to, you go call press conference for your parlor, you go sit down. CPC go ask question. You go answer. The one where you not like, you go walk out. So now small boy, I rob you for grant. So I'm not supporting intimidation. No. If the project they intimidate you, I'm not supporting more. Say for say I don't like you, no besides support bad though. But I'm asking so you can be this humble. They can humble you like this. So you can be this. You can be this. Hey! I don't soon cure. See police coordinates. If they tell the officer, if anything that happens to you, your family that will suffer. If they let us know that something will happen to you if you dare. I don't see una cure. Hey, the rest of you that will come to the comment section and cry, hey, military was not supposed to. Will you shut up your mouths? I've now seen that these young officers, this young military can actually help Nigeria. It's their senior guy that I know equip them. Because if this military can look at Wike like this, I wonder what he will do to bandits. That one another topic. I don't see that, but I'm happy. I'm happy. I want to play song for Wike.
I've watched the video. Sorry, I'm just making compilation. I don't just want to talk more in between because the video share long. That's why I said I'm going to split it into two. VDM also came out to elaborate and to say, though I didn't support what he said, if not him, no, he didn't say if not him, he said he blamed the Mr. I am Yerima for not lighting Nessie Wike on the leg, for touching or talking to him, or for even calling him a fool. You are a fool, I'm not a fool. You are a fool, I'm not a fool. You are a fool, I'm not a fool. He said, if for lighter, at least you go come and you go humble him. Anyway, I want you guys to listen to what VDM said. We'll be right back.
All right, so Wike talk say Navy na fool. The Navy say he no be fool. But if you check him, actually, that Navy is a fool. To be very, very honest, the guy is an actual fool. What is his name? A.M. Yerima. You are a fool. I say it with my full chest. Because if you are not a fool, you did for your position. Somebody came to attack you on uniform. You cannot defend yourself. Maybe you use self-defense, shoot Wike for leg. Can't you see? What if by mistake, as Wike they shout for you, you are a fool? Spit can't enter inside your eye. You can't do like this. Maybe the spit get pepper. You can't do like this. You can't hit your head. You can't fall. You can't buy. You could just buy for nothing. And Wike could go in house. You would have done self-defense. Just put 2 bullets for Wike leg. You see what you people don't know is some people are saying, oh, the army is wrong. Wike is superior to him. Let me explain something to you. Armies are like zombies. Army, Navy, Air Force, they are like zombies. They listen to the order of their commander or their superior officer. And once they give them that order, they are meant to stand by the order. Wike did not give that guy order. You went to go and meet him where his oga gave him order, and you think he will listen to you? When you went to the place where you want to go and do land grabbing, as you usually do, when you went to the place and the guy no agree you, what would you do? You go back to your office, since you know the superior officer, but you are power drunk. Wike is power drunk. And that is why he's forgetting that there's only one commander-in-chief of the armed force. There's only one in the whole Nigeria that is commander-in-chief. Every other person is not commander-in-chief. There's only one person where be civilian, where be public servants, where if you follow army talk. Normally, they are only meant to receive orders from their superior officer. Army be like courts. Now, their organ that they listen to. Do you understand? They have superior for a reason. Imagine if they gave that guy that order and Wike come pursue. What do you think will happen to him? And Wike does not respect himself. Immediately the guy wants to say one for your hand. You go your office, call your guy. You know the chief of army staff. You know the chief of naval staff. You call the chief of naval staff and tell him, oh, what are your people doing on the land? This land, so thing, what are they doing there? Do you understand? But again, I am happy that it happened to you. May you not say power, the past power, because you feel like every other person is below you. You say na Fubara, where you like, ah, Fubara just run. That's not Fubara. That one, no. That one, and not. You say na Port Harcourt. That's not. Northerners, you don't know Northerners. Hey, alhamdulillah. Hey, you go meet your maker. You are very, very lucky. There is no one traumatized soldier where they for Boronu, where trauma, where don't shoot trauma, don't carry him. As you shout for him, just imagine saying one Boko Haram member, 9 shots given. He just come on, God, don't light you. You are very, very lucky. To be very, very honest. You think say I'm in a police where we say that they dance to money? Army first, even if you get money, once the organ don't give them order, they follow the order. And like I said, Wike, you are not the commander-in-chief of the armed force. You are a public servant. And whether you like it or not, there's no public servant that have the right to give a military man order. You are a public servant. That's where it ends. So don't go and think, okay, even when you were a governor, you have no right to still call a military man, even the last corporal, even privates. You cannot give him order. You can't. Army where we say that they give them order, say they'll tell them, say man and man's guard for here. They go man's guard for here, though they shoot for that side. The army man no go move. The army man fit dey here now. Though they shoot for front, in they see everything, he will not make a move. Those guys are literally zombies when they walk. Now only their guard they know. You are very, very lucky, yes, on Wike. You are very, very lucky. But I'm happy. At least now you know what you do. I talk him the other time. I say, what you do is this. Collect one person land, give another person. People are complaining. People are complaining. You go collect person land. You go revoke land, carry them, give your friend. That is what they are saying. Because if army man, now imagine now say that land, they don't put army for there. Maybe, who knows what you were going there to do. For the army to be on that land, it means say that land, now person get and the person won't protect the land. You are very, very lucky. Oh. You are very, very lucky. Like I said, you are very lucky that that person not be one of those traumatized soldiers. That your son, when he does say he want to do real estate, you for no witness when he start the business. That's just the truth. But you are very, very lucky. I'm happy for you. Congratulations. Calm down. This your power drunkenness. May stop for Niger Delta region. No carry and come. Abuja, they know where. Those people there, Abuja, power, they pass power there. Oh. Yes, on Wike. And that one, and number one. Number two, I won't buy land for NGO. You buy that land. Nobody say I buy land, finish. You come collect and come to say you want revoke them. NGO land, oh, not go near my land. I never pay. I don't see the land. Not go near my land, oh. Peace and love. Don't play. If you play, they will tell you are not fools. Hey, I like that guy. You're a fool. I'm not a fool, sir. I have integrity. But Wike, you cannot talk. The man tell you say get integrity. Can't you say you have integrity? Because you don't. They God help you. Bye-bye.
Now, I'm going to talk about this particular man who happened to be Nessie Wike righted man. Came on channel television to defend Nessie Wike, saying that everything about Nessie Wike, that Nessie Wike did is right. That lieutenant or Navy staff, that man should be dealt with, that man should be dealt. Oh, I said, okay, what did he really do? And I want you guys to listen to what he said. We'll be right back.
So when people say that no step was taken, yesterday, the minister called the chief of defense staff before he left his office. He called him and he told him, when he got to that place, the portion there, at the site, the minister also called the chief of defense staff. You see from the video that he gave his phone to that unruly officer.
You call him unruly?
Yes, because
but he said,
I'm coming because he was unruly. He gave the phone to him. See, as I'm here like this, I'm a Yoruba person. I'm from Ekiti. We respect authority, we respect tender. If my phone ring now and the person call and say, good evening, good morning, my name is Asiwaju Bola Ahmed Tinubu, do you think I'll be sitting on this chair answering that call? I won't. I will stand up.
Yeah, but that says you.
But, yes.
That is your cultural...
The minister gave him phone to talk to the CDS. And I saw the way there was no sign that this person was even talking to the CDS. He was normal. Talking to this chief of defense staff. And I saw arrogance yesterday. That person, that fellow, that officer was referring to policemen, fellow uniform men, as bloody policemen. You can't talk to me like that. I am a commissioned officer. You can't talk to me. I am a commissioned officer. You bloody policeman. And the policeman also got angry. How can you, a uniform man, be ridiculing your fellow uniform people?
I'll just say, to our viewers, because we were unable to show the full length of the video owing to time, and also some things that were said there, we're not allowed to play them according to NBC codes. Let us drill down on that, because clearly, when you watch the full length of the video, the minister lost his temper at some point. And he called the officer a name that he ought not to have called the officer.
Anybody, any human being, even me, I lost my temper. See, if you were there yesterday, you will lose your temper. We are in this country. You see, one of the things that our military men should begin to also understand is that we are no longer under another military rule. Military is subjected to civil authorities, civil laws. You cannot, because you are a military officer, I go about, you see building, they will put military zone, keep off. It is wrong. So what I'm saying is this.
So you justify what was.
Wait, the minister tried to calm people. If you listen very well, the policemen or the civil defense also got angry. They were reacting. The DSS, the DSS, one of the security details of the minister, DSS officer, one of the soldiers was standing in front of the minister holding gun, and the DSS one had to tell him, how can you stand before the minister and you are pointing gun at him? You want to shoot him? And he was like, that is where I have to stand here. It will get to a level. We are all human beings. It will get to a level when somebody that you feel that should reason, that should operate, you have a level of moral, or you have a level of moral, but you don't begin to act like that. I was there. As a human being, I also got pissed off, and I asked myself, is this the kind of country we want to begin? We want to continue to run? That because you are wearing uniform, you are now above everybody. Because you are wearing uniform, you cannot turn yourself to security guard and be guarding private property, buildings under construction, and you are telling us that you are obeying law, you are obeying order. Does that mean that if your guy is a poultry farmer, he can also send you to go and be guarding fowl?
Mr. Olayinka, I'm going to read, because since yesterday there have been quite a number of reactions to what transpired yesterday, rightly or wrongly. I'm going to read that of a former minister of aviation, Osita Chidoka. He wrote that Minister Nyesom Wike's decision to personally enforce the directive at a disputed site was a fundamental misstep. In constitutional democracies, power operates through institutions, not impulse. Executive authority must be exercised or adjudicated through the courts, ministries, and lawful instruments of state, never through confrontation. No matter how justified a grievance, a minister cannot become an enforcer that violates the very idea of ordered government. This is one of the reactions, and he was a minister. I do not know if you agree with it. But we've also seen the reaction of the former chief of army staff, Lieutenant General Tukur Buratai, who also thinks that this is a security breach. I'm going to read what it is that he also said. I do not know whether you've seen some of these reactions. He said that the minister's conduct during the exchange transcends mere misconduct and undermines the authority of the commander-in-chief and the integrity of the armed forces. These are some of the things that they're now beginning to say, because they believe that the minister ought to have recognized that he is a commissioned officer in uniform, and maybe at that point ought to have withdrawn. What are your thoughts on that?
Well, let me first of all react to the statement by the former chief of army staff, Tukur Buratai. See, when I read that statement coming from him, I was like...
Oh, you've seen it?
I've read it. I read it. I saw it yesterday. And I was like, the former chief of army staff is not concerned about talking to a uniformed man. He's not concerned about somebody, uniformed military men, who should be at the war front, naval officer, who should be at the Chad basin, confronting terrorists, being converted to private guards guarding uncompleted building. Which one is a security threat to Nigeria? Between soldiers trained to defend Nigeria, now be converted to security guard, may guard, let me use the word may guard.
That's very disrespectful of our military, Mr. Olayinka. And we do know that military men also safeguard property.
That's exactly what they went to do. Uncompleted building. You see, you can safeguard property. You don't, where people are living there, no property under construction. You are protecting property under construction instead of you to be in Bono.
They
fighting insurgents.
They can protect property under construction.
And a former chief of
some people will say they can defend that. I mean, they can protect that if it is within their jurisdiction to do so.
You can protect property if it poses security threat to Nigerians. It does. That property, what security threat does it pose to you and I? It doesn't pose any security threat. And a former chief of army staff is more concerned about a military officer who went to do unlawful duty, because all others are not lawful.
All right.
Now you have listened to what VDM said, you have listened to what Ms. P said, you have listened to what the IG of police Egbetekun said, you have listened to the defendant of Nesi Wike. Now I'm going to leave you. No, I'm not going to leave you. I'm here. Don't leave me. Anyway, I want you guys to watch this particular video of Arise TV News on how they dealt with the whole case. We'll be right back.
Let's begin what's trending, focusing on reactions trailing the dramatic public confrontation between the Minister of the Federal Capital Territory, Nyesom Wike, and a military personnel on Tuesday. The incident unfolded when soldiers reportedly acting on orders from a former Chief of Naval Staff forcibly removed FCT development control officials who were enforcing a directive to halt the development of a plot of land in Abuja that the minister described as illegal. 2022 video showing the moment a chief superintendent of police defied an order from Lagos State Governor Babajide Sanwo-Olu to vacate the Magodo Phase 2 estate amid a lingering land dispute has resurfaced online, drawing sharp comparisons with FCT Minister Nyesom Wike's confrontation with the soldier. Let's take a look.
Can you call your superior in Abuja and tell them that the governor is here and I'm the chief security officer and that you don't have any business being in my state right now and that I want you to disengage forthwith for him?
Thank you very much, sir. Your Excellency, sir. I'm not here on my own orders.
That's why I'm asking you to make a phone call and tell them, your superior, that I'm here standing in front of you. Make that phone call.
Thank you, sir. I'm here on instruction of this Inspector General of Police to the AGF, sir. And that is why I'm here. I'm too small or too low to call them. Your Excellency, sir, with due respect, sir, you can call them directly, sir.
I have spoken to the Attorney General this morning, so he's not aware that you are here.
We are expecting the call that we should disengage.
That's what I'm saying to you.
Yes, sir.
Because when I make the phone call, it will be tougher. If you can call and say that the governor is here in front of you, what should you do?
It is not my duty to call because I'm too low to do that, sir. Okay. If you call...
So where are your men?
My men are here. They are all over the estate.
Yes, sir. You're assistant, what is it?
I'm a chief superintendent of police.
Oh, CSP.
Yes, sir.
Okay, right. So, pressman, don't worry. I'll make 2 phone calls, right? One to the Inspector General of Police and one to the Attorney General of the Federation. Very illegal operation. They have absolutely nothing, and I'm the chief security of the state.
Thank you, sir.
Gentlemen, give me 5 minutes. I'll make those 2 phone calls.
All right. I mean, that video began trending, and you can see the stark difference between how the minister handled the soldier and how Babajide Sanwo-Olu, the governor of Lagos State, handled a police officer with respect and with respect to the Nigerian public. He didn't call him a fool. He didn't tell him to shut up. You know, he was not disrespecting the man in uniform. And you see these pictures have started trending online. This is it. You are a fool. I'm not a fool, sir. And the military man stood his ground. Ayo.
All right, so some people have described this show of, I don't know what to call it. I'm trying to remove the word show of shame, but I don't think there's anything more elevated, anything better to call it. Yes, it's a show of shame, and it's quite unfortunate that this has happened, but it gives us an opportunity to see what happens. This is impunity versus impunity, because if you look at it objectively, both sides, and as reflected by the tweets or the ex posts you read out, are, they come under questioning. Number one is that, as when you speak to many quarters, this issue could have been resolved amicably without this show of shame and show of force and show of whose power is higher than the other power. What were the options available to the FCT Minister? On arriving there, the easiest thing is that when matters like this happen, you go to court. As they always ask, that this could have been resolved using, and this is where we talk about the respect of the rule of law. But guess what? We don't have the respect for rule of law and institutions. Hence, we take matters into our own hands, and then we have a state of anarchy. And that's what ensued yesterday. Very unfortunate incident. A state of anarchy where Nigerians then resort to taking matters into their own hands. So what does this mean? Does it mean that the response to FCT Minister Wike's going around revoking land is to get military on your land so that he will not be able to enter? That's a state of anarchy, whereby people take matters into their own law and they don't respect the rule of law. And so in the same vein as well, the military, former CNS, could have gone to court to challenge the revocation of the land by Mr. Wike instead of sending his boys to the to ground to resist any kind of... But that's what I'm saying. No, but that's what I'm saying. It is the strength of our institutions, and that's why we keep talking about strengthening our institution. I say this because if anything had happened, Wike would have unnecessarily wasted the lives of those servicemen, because he had said that everybody here would die if I wanted to show myself.
No, would have died. I don't think he said.
He said no. He said that if they would have been a shootout if he wanted to assert his authority. No, so what I'm saying, no, I watched the video.
He said,
I watched the video.
He said, what you are doing here, people would have died.
Yeah, well, that's so. What he meant was that if he had allowed the altercation between his security aides and the military, but that's what I'm saying. That these young men who are supposed to be saving lives and properties of Nigeria would have died for a useless cause because people's egos were God. That's what I'm saying. That if we don't respect institutions and the rule of law, this is what happens with big manism in Nigeria. And so that's why I'm saying that on both sides, we have the courts for a reason. We have due process for a reason. Can we follow due process? For too long, people take matters into their own hands, and we have, powerful people just flouting the laws for no reason. I applaud the commission, the uniformed officer. According to a military man, no commissioned officer would take that insult to his person lying low. And so he spoke with dignity, he spoke with respect.
To be sincere, everybody have trooped in their own opinion. But let's say 99.9% of Nigerians are fully in support of Mr. Yerima. Not just for who he is, but for standing against oppressor. Many Nigerians are soliciting for him, saying that this particular guy deserves a national honor. He's an hero, hero against oppressor. While Nigerians are applauding, celebrating, jubilating, congratulating this young lieutenant, do you know that this particular man, is he Wike? I don't know how the Igbo people pronounce his name, the Wike. That man, I don't know the kind of heart that he has. He's the only man saying that only the canon should not be released. Now he's out again to say that Mr. Yerima deserves to be removed from Navy staff, that his uniform should be pulled immediately. When they ask him why, no one just know, for disobeying his friend. Why other learned people are saying that Nancy Wike should have not even leave his office, but with a pen or a phone call directly to the rightful authority, he could have got the justice that he wants. Not really justice, because he is the one that is victimizing people right now. He is the one going after people, collecting people's land. But he forgot power is transit. That is the only reason, me personally, I either want Showore to become president or Atiku to become president. Those are the only two reasons. So that all this menace that Nancy Wike have constituted over the years, those are the only two people that can deal with him back. I know Peter Obi definitely want to work for Nigeria, but just want to let those things slide. He will let it slide. All the land that he have grabbed, give to his children, he will just let it go. But imagine Atiku become president. Atiku will make sure that he frustrates Nancy Wike, everything that he think he owns, and Atiku will claim it back. But I'm not saying that it's better than Peter Obi. Peter Obi is still my choice. But I know Peter Obi will not deal with those people. We just want to do his own calm. And that's not what we want. I was saying, how would an chief of Navy staff put his own military on ground? Like Nancy Wike said, what about those that don't have soldiers? What about those that don't have military that they'll put on their land? All of them that don't have soldiers. All of them that don't have influence of military to secure their land. You have grabbed them. You have watched the previous videos of Nelson Wike on how you have been oppressing people. Tell them, you shut up. You shut up. Who are you? You don't talk when I'm talking. People went saying Ramo, because of the political position that he controls, he felt like nobody should dare or talk or challenge him. But unfortunately, small boy, Nai Hombora, all over the net. Everywhere is abused. Everybody is celebrating. Nelson Wike, na small picking now oppress you. Thank God that the chief of naval staff and the present CDS, chief of defense staff, and the IG of police, collectively, they stood with Yerima because he's a serving officer. He was acting under command. A bloody civilian cannot come and give command to an officer. The only person that can supersede other command is the president. That's why they call it commander-in-chief. Either you are the IG of police, or you are the chief of naval staff, or you are the chief of defense staff, or you are the DSS or GAO, whatever you are, whatever you give command to your boys will obey. This one, their boys will obey. The military boys will obey. This one, their own boys, their own boss. If ESCC boss give command, their boys will obey. Soldier cannot command naval staff. Police cannot command naval staff. Naval staff cannot command the police. So that is how it is. Only the president can give the national command and everybody has obey, irrespective of the armed forces that it belongs to. Anyway, I rest my case here. I love you guys. I'll be waiting for you guys in the comment section to tell me your thoughts about this video you just watched. All right, see you guys later. Don't forget to subscribe. If you do, turn on your notification bell so that you wouldn't miss out our future posts. Bye.
In public places. And when you insult an officer of the Federal Republic of Nigeria, you are equally insulting Nigeria. What Wike did right there is to call Nigeria a fool, because he was calling the uniform a fool. And that's what he did. And talking about Wike office, I'm surprised that Wike, with all his days in government and experience, he does not understand what it means to be a minister. I want to lecture him a little. The role of a minister of a ministry is supervision only. Their personnel, their departments saddled with responsibility to carry out each and every action of the ministry. That is why when they talk about Erufai, that Erufai demolished another, you never saw Erufai one day at the scene of action
on the street,
because he understand his role as a minister. Wike madness was addressed by a young officer. Maybe he's just coming out of NDA and he's just been commissioned. He has been